Captain Forrest here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over both these combatants to see who would win, more often not in a cross-verse situation, Wonderman versus Eradicator Superman. Now if you guys are new to my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. Massive shouts to the Crusaders, massive shouts to the HQ squad, huge shouts to the team, Korin, and everyone else who also helps me in my research. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start off with Wonderman and talk about some of the things that he brings to the table. So it was noted by Captain America that Wonderman has the strength of Sentry. This is more so referring to that Sentry back in the World War Hulk event. In fact, this is backed up in the Mighty Avengers issue 6, where we see Wonderman take a punch from a pissed off Sentry and he literally gets up. It was noted by the Challenger that Wonderman was one of, if not the strongest Avenger out of Dr. Voodoo, Wasp, and other members of his team that were present when Wonderman approached him to talk. In my Green Scar Hulk vs Unstoppable Colossus video, I go way more into detail and I pretty much give more context and scaling behind Green Scar Hulk and his fights with Sentry, and also in my Sentry vs Superboy Prime video. So please, I highly recommend you watch those videos to get the understanding for the Marvel scaling behind Sentry. But long story short, this scaling would pretty much give Wonderman some really good creation level scaling, so like High Ultraversal Plus, potentially Boundless, though I do think High Ultraversal Plus is the safe range for Wonderman, but there is a big potential to argue higher. So that's pretty much it for like AP. Now speed, pretty much he scales to like Thor. He's fought Thor before, Reactor Thor. He's reacted to other characters. He's gone at it with Hyperion, and he's been able to keep pace with Hyperion in combat too. It's pretty safe to say that Wonderman pretty much has immeasurable to potentially irrelevant speed, so the arguments are on the table for his speed meta. So that's going to round up those stats. I'm going to go ahead and talk about some of Wonderman's abilities and how Wonderman works. So Wonderman has some unique features and unique abilities. Wonderman's whole body and physiology is made up of ionic energy. Because of his whole body being comprised of ionic energy, he cannot conventionally die like a normal person, even if his head is ripped off, as he is already dead technically. He's just pure energy. He can simply reform himself. Not even Hulk can kill him. Wonderman doesn't require the need to breathe, and Wonderman can blast ionic energy from his hands and also lace his fist with ionic energy. Wonderman has demonstrated to dematerialize his body and also teleport. Wonderman can also utilize his ionic energy, such as imbuing it inside of his opponents to try and vaporize them from the inside. That's pretty much it for Wonderman. So overall, Wonderman, he has really good type 1 immortality. He has some pretty unique abilities, super strength, durability, and he's able to utilize his psionic energies for offensive means. So that's going to round up Wonderman. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Eradicator. Eradicator is one of Superman's villains. He's definitely one of the most interesting versions of Superman. Despite this, Eradicator actually has some pretty good feats. Eradicator and Superman have some history. They've scrapped with each other. He's demonstrated to hold his own with Superman, especially in Superman's own run in 2016 and in Justice League 2018. Now we literally see Eradicator physically overpower Superman and even take hits from Superman, especially when he was pissed off. Like, this Superman wasn't suppressed after Eradicator was endangering Clark Kent's family, and despite the fact that Superman was extremely mad with him and was not holding back, we literally see Eradicator take ass whooping. Literally, he took a big massive ass whooping from this Superman, and this dude's still standing and he still wants to smoke, which is absolutely insane. Like, Eradicator Superman has some really good AP and durability feats via his fights with Superman. Now there are some good statements for Eradicator Superman, as he is noted to be just as strong, if not stronger than Superman on a genetic level, and Superman notes that Eradicator has powers beyond his own. Eradicator was completely unfazed by a magic attack from Madame Xanadu and called her attacks curious. This is impressive because Xanadu and her attacks were able to literally launch and send these other Daxamites flying, and it did nothing to Eradicator. And these same Daxamites who were under the Eradicator's control was literally body slamming the Justice League, which was absolutely insane. One of them was even able to overpower the Lasso of Truth from Wonder Woman, which is absolutely insane. Some other statements as well from Eradicator. He states that he has no limits. he's shown himself to press the Justice League, and literally they ran off the block. They were all teleported. They literally needed the help of the Sorceress herself to get out of the situation. We literally see like the Eradicator light up the Justice League again in their final encounter, and he was able to casually overpower Batman's impact gloves, which was set to 200%. He also broke out of John's constructs. So right off the bat, we have some really good, strong creation level scaling for Eradicator. So easily like High Altiversal Plus to Boundless, or some layers into Boundless. Now, as for speed, Eradicator should scale to the Justice League and Flash. He was able to keep pace with the Flash while he was using the Speed Force, and we literally see like Eradicator scrapping with Superman himself, and we all know about Superman's crazy speed feats of his own. So Eradicator would scale to those high potency levels of speed. He definitely scaled to the many layers into immeasurable and irrelevant. Very impressive. Now let's move on to some hexes. Eradicator has some soul manipulation. He can drain your life force. He can extract your soul from your body, as he's attempted to do this to Superman. Eradicator has drained the life force and taken the souls from dead Kryptonians. This dude straight up sucked Krypto the Superdog whole. Eradicator can also analyze his opponents, just like he did with Wonder Woman, on a biological level. He then planned to extract Wonder Woman's genetics and bioresources to create the perfect Kryptonian super soldier. When Eradicator feeds on souls, it fuels him, making him stronger. When he absorbs you, he will seal your soul inside of him. Eradicator's projectiles of choice is preferably his energy blast. Unlike Clark Kent with his heat vision, Eradicator shoots energy beams from his hands. And lastly, Eradicator also has regenerative abilities, such as regenerating his face back after John blasted his face in with heat vision. He also repaired his face after getting punched by Superman and John, which is pretty insane. So he has some really good regenerative capabilities. So that's going to round up Wonderman and the Eradicator. I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on who I think wins more often than not in a cross-verse situation. Now, based off AP, you could argue them being relative. However, if you do use the boundless scaling, I would say that Eradicator Superman does edge out more in the AP department in boundless tier. Blatantly more higher into the tier. Blatantly scales to Superman. Downscales because obviously he did lose to Superman in the end. But regardless, some really good scaling for Eradicator, and he would definitely be in that pay grade of AP. So I think AP, I edge out more so with Eradicator's speed. I do give it to Eradicator. He's more swifter, more layers, scales blatantly to the other creation level characters and Superman's own speed feats. So it's definitely there easily, and he's able to keep up with the Flash. Anyone who can keep up with the Flash is a fast one. So I give those stats to Eradicator. Now, win cons, Wonderman does have his ionic attacks. He does have his type 1 immortality. He is very difficult to put down in combat. But Eradicator Superman has many ways to win. He can incapacitate Wonderman by simply just beating his ass up, knocking him out, one-shotting him. Or he could use his other nasty hexes, which he typically likes to use in character, especially with his info analysis. Once he starts to analyze Wonderman and start to see what type of person he is, once he gets the hits in and starts to just bully and overpower Wonderman, he will start to extract Wonderman's energy and bioresources and just absorb him inside of Eradicator Superman. So more often than not, I have to give victory to Eradicator Superman. He's way too fast. He's more stronger in the tier. High Altiversal Plus, if we just capped it at that, it'd be a lot more closer. However, I just think the hexes also help Eradicator in this situation, especially with the soul manipulation and the biodegradation, like being able to absorb you down in your life force. And once he absorbs Wonderman inside of him, Wonderman is done for. There's nothing he can do. He has no way of getting out. We literally see Wonderman getting sealed inside of a ball by Iron Man. So there's just nothing he can do. So more often than not, I have to give victory to Eradicator Superman. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me hear your thoughts in the comment section, subscribe and like. But yes, it's been real. See you guys in the next one.